This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions go head-to-head against Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. With that, let's get up to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Standing by for the call from venerable LAMBEAU Field, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary LAMBEAU Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 10th-year quarterback. This is his first season in his 30s. 30-year-old out of Georgia. It's Matthew Stafford.
One thing you ask for from your quarterback, improvement each and every season. You also ask for consistency. Matthew Stafford, 7 straight years, over 4,000 yards passing. He's still looking for that initial playoff victory during his tenure, but I think that he's been leading them towards it and has a chance to get it in the upcoming future.
Now a play fake here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to the air, Stafford on 2nd down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Stafford. This is Riddick on the screen. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. It'll be Aaron Rodgers under center, who was drafted by the Packers back in 2005 in the 1st round, now in his 14th year with Green Bay.
And a case can be made that Aaron Rodgers is changing the way you play quarterback in the NFL. Instead of just precision and timing, he's able to take a play and extend it even when it doesn't need to be and go for the bigger play downfield rather than short, easy, effective throw.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
319!
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. And now the offensive starters for the Packers.
Out wide is Davante Adams, named an alternate to his first Pro Bowl in 2017. And how about this for a surprise? 22 receiving touchdowns over the last 2 seasons. That's the most of anyone in the NFL. That's right, anyone. Davante Adams taking advantage of opportunities.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
319!
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end, Graham. Packer 1st down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the 1st quarter of action. 0-0 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to LAMBEAU following these words. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Detroit coming back out here on offense, and this is a team who had the bye in Week 6. Week 7 last week, Charles. Nice win against Miami, 32-21, in what is becoming a very muddled NFC North.
Yeah, and a win on the road as well. Matthew Stafford playing much better since Week 1, 4-interception performance. Hadn't thrown a pick since Week 3 against New England, a win. Think about some of their wins. They beat New England, they beat Green Bay, just won at Miami. But how about the division? They're right in there. The Vikings setting the pace at 4-2-1. Green Bay's 3-2-1. Chicago and Detroit both 3-3. You can go from first to last and from last to first on a given weekend.
On first down at Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, here's Stafford. Muscles him off. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. To the air again, Stafford. And Wilson has it. And down inside the 15 he goes. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Stafford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been all about the defense, just a lone field goal in that first half, and as a result, not too much available in terms of highlights. But that's okay. We've got a full half to go. And to bring it your way, let's get back out to Brandon and Charles.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rodgers to throw on second down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that wasn't just a loss. That was a loss of big yardage there. So the sense you're starting to get is that offensively, things are starting to pile up against them, and they've got to find a way to stop that. Conversely, how about the great call by the defensive coordinator? He realized that he's got him on the run a little bit. That call was made to get upfield penetration by his defensive front to try and get into the gaps, get upfield into the backfield.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. "47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Lions will take over. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at LAMBEAU. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
58.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
319! 319!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
319!
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And that is incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Lions will take over. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in a big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 45. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The coverage that time excellent by Nevin Lawson. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
58.
He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. He's back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Got a man. That's Allison. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. They'll look to throw. Staying on his feet. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They go to Johnson again. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And now the Packers going to take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. The Lions on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. This will be fielded at the 17. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now Rodgers. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. And he'll spike it with 16 seconds remaining. And incomplete here. So that will leave him with 16 on the clock. Rodgers to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
319.
Back to throw. Rodgers. Now a desperation. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from LAMBEAU.